Hi everybody, how are you? I hope you guys are doing well. How is everyone? I'm missing some of my stuff. Hi everybody, how are you? I hope you guys are doing well. See, I had an echo, sorry. Oh my gosh, you guys, today's been a crazy day. Hi Susan, hi Tammy, hi Caitlin, hi Sandra. Oh, how are you guys? How are you? How are you? How are you? Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Edna. Hi, Deb. Hi, Liz. How are you? I want to hear about what is going on in your world. I had made a whole, you guys, I have not done much since our last stream. I have been sick as a dog, sick as a big dog, and I have not done much. So I'll show you guys what I have for the giveaway so far. I figure I'll work on it over the weekend and I'll get it mailed out on Monday. Hi, Carla. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Luana. Hi, Amberly. So if you guys haven't entered the giveaway, it is from the last, and I was going to make another video, and you guys, I couldn't do it. I was so sick. It was ridiculous. It was just ridiculous. So if you guys are interested, head over to that video. It was the video, the last time, and it has giveaway on it. Hi, CJ. Hi, Lucinda. Hi, Diana. Hi, Linda. You guys, it's been ridiculous how bad I felt. So anyway, to make a ridiculous long story short, head over to that video. I'm going to give everybody a little bit of time because I know I promised I would have made a second video. Hi, Samantha. But I just couldn't do it. Hi, Goat Gal. How are you, Goat Gal? Tell us your name, and we'll call you by that, unless you just want to be called Goat Gal. Hi, Tanya. And if you guys want to chat with me, chat in caps so I can see it, okay? So I have been sick all week, and I had every intention of working on stuff. I have done so little. I did do a couple of more, or started some more altered project life cards, but I can't seem to find them. I can only find these, and I know I did some further along than that. Oh, here they are. I started to alter some more of those project life cards that that Trish sent me, which I really like. And one of you guys asked me last week, hi, Jennifer. Hi, Carla Frizzell. How are you? Hi, Renee. We could just call you Goat Gal. Okay, Goat Gal. There's lots of goats here where I live in Hawaii. It's a whole long, ridiculous story as well, like most things in my life. But anyway, we do have a lot of wild goats here. So one of you guys asked, I don't know which time, you guys, or I don't know which stream, how I store bits and pieces or jelly prints and stuff like that. So I make these accordion folders out of magazines, and I've made them in streams, in a live stream before, and I have a couple of videos on them. Hi, Jan. Hi, Jean. Hi, Deb. I made them before in a couple of live streams. You need to see one of those goats. Oh my gosh. If you go hiking here, Goat Gal, you'll see them. You go swimming at the ocean and you'll see them. They're mostly on sides of the island that are less inhabited because, you know, they don't like to be around a lot of people, but they're here. They were brought over here. I can't remember the whole story. They teach it to the kids in school, but they were brought over here and traded for, you know, the islands didn't have any native, they only had birds. That was the only thing that was native. And they, were traded for, the Hawaiian Islands used to have lots of sandalwood and rosewood and koa wood. And many times when people from all over the world came and landed in the Hawaiian Islands, they would trade them for hardwoods. And so, needless to say, over the generations, they are here and they're out and running wild. Hi, Malia. Hi, Liz. Hi, Pat. Everybody say hi to Pat. Caitlin. Hi, Renee. I'm I'm so happy you're here, Renee. You guys head on over to GT Designs and Vintage Art Supplies if you're looking for some cool junk journal kits. Renee has some, and she's got a great YouTube channel, and it's called GT Art and Vintage Design, and you can check out what she has. So you can custom order a kit. So everybody's saying hi. Linda's saying hi, Pat. Carla's saying hi. Joyce is saying hi. Amberly's saying hi. Jan is. Renee is. Malia is. CJ is. Susan is. We have 2 Renees. So we have I'm So Obsessed, and we have GT Vintage Art Designs. So to enter the giveaway, I'll give everybody a little bit more time. You go over to the last video that we had, that I streamed, which was on Tuesday, and it says 3,000 subbies. Hi, Bridgeline! And it says 3,000 subby giveaway, and all you do is subscribe, comment, and like the video. Hi, Jillian. Jillian saying hi, Pat. Lucinda is, and so is Renee from GT. She's sending you big love, Pat. So you go over, you head over there, you like, subscribe, and just make a comment. And then I'll do I have the YouTube random comment picker up, and in just a little bit I'll plug in the URL for that past video, and we'll see who wins. Hi, Vicky Pearl. And Vicky says hi to you too, Pat. Anyway, I love you, ladies. So let me just show you. So somebody asked me. So this is what I store a lot of my bits and pieces in, okay? And you can go back and you can watch. I have multiples of these. What I do is I take out so many pages, and you glue 2 pages together, and then you make like one long fan. Remember when you were kids and you made fans, you know, in and out, back and forth, back and forth? And then I sewed my paper together before I folded it, and they're double pages, they're double thickness, and then you glue them in, and they make like these really cool accordion files. And I have many of them. This is just one. I usually keep this one in my car, just because sometimes when I'm mailing out stuff, I need bits and pieces. So this one just has some book pages in it, and it did have a roll of tape and some scissors, but I left those in the car. So anyway, it's very cheap, very easy. Everybody has a magazine. I do keep the front and back covers on them. I don't use those for painting papers on this one. You can make them out of any kind of magazine, and somewhere in my channel I have a video of it. So you ask, and that's it. So today what I'm going to work on that's also going to go into the giveaway is I'm going to make some tags. I was getting out some stuff for the giveaway, and I figure I'll make some tags today, and those will be part of the giveaway. And what I'll do is whoever wins, I'll mail it out like after the next stream on Tuesday. So Tuesday I'll give you guys a flip through of what the prize package will be, and then I'll mail it out on Wednesday next week so you can see. Because I felt so bad this week I didn't do anything. I really, honestly, I just did the bare minimum of what I had to do, and that was it. But I can give you guys a quick sneak peek of a few things that are in it. I did make a new envelope, and I'll show you why. Okay, so the envelope I was going to use to send out the giveaway in was this mail art envelope, but it's actually really small. Maybe it looks big on the screen, but it isn't. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Elizabeth. If I haven't said hi to you guys, shout out to me. So I made another one. I made this one. It's got a little bit more sewing, and I did have some sewing issues, so whoever gets it can take it apart and use it as a journal cover if you want. I made it out of that Oprah Winfrey magazine fold out. I realized I was having some sewing issues because I had a sharp needle end, because I ended up making my daughter a cape for Halloween, and so I didn't realize it until after I'd sewed some. So the key is when you're sewing paper, use a dull needle. Anyway, so this will be the mail envelope that gets mailed out. See, it is much bigger. It doesn't look it, but it is much bigger than the other one. I can put more stuff in it. And so far, and I'll show you some bits and pieces that are going in the mail art envelope. So these are kind of cool. I made them out of junk mail, but they're little file folders that you can alter yourself or use them as a template and make your own. You know, a jelly printed envelope, this really cool insert from a magazine here. These are my favorite and I covet them. If you guys have watched any of my old videos, you know I make envelopes out of them. So inside, it's a whole actual brochure, and you can use my envelope making tutorial and make 4 envelopes with the just in jail free parking in it. These are just a few of the things that'll go in it. I'll show you some other stuff that I've handmade. A piece of music paper that I've coffee dyed. And then it has a bunch of stuff in it already. I already stuck a bunch of little bits and pieces, and I'll continue to add to it over the weekend. And so you can see the inside's got some Japanese book pages. I don't know if you can see it very well. It wasn't my best sewing job, but you guys, it's mail art. I may try to fix it and doctor it up if my perfectionist nature gets the best of me. But if not, whoever gets it can just unsew this part of it. All you need to do is take a pair of scissors to it and trim it off. And then you won't have the bending flap because I had to add a piece of magazine to it. And then you could use it as a junk journal cover. If you unsewed these on the sides, you could use it as a junk journal cover, and it's actually kind of cool. So, aloha Kayala. Hi, Mildred. Okay, everybody unsubscribe to Goat Gal Gamer Troll. So that's what she's saying. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry. I didn't notice. Susan noticed. She's good. So, these are some bits and pieces so far in the giveaway, and I'll add some more stuff to it. Here's some templates that I have for paper bags, making little mini paper bags. You could use it and cut your own, or you could just fold it up and glue it together. So giving you a couple of those, a couple other die cuts, some tags, just some bits and pieces. And then you know, I'll give you, there'll be a few more things in there. Guys, this week was so awful. I'm going to make a couple of eyeball magazine paper clips, and I think I'll do the lipstick one too. This is like a lipstick one that kind of looks like the Chrysler Building in New York. So, and this is just a die cut, but I made one and I'm using it as a stamp, so I thought whoever got it would like it. So that's just some of the things, but I'll add some more stuff to it, and I'll give you guys a final flip through on Tuesday, but we'll pick the winner today, okay? So I did get some rest. You know what? I'm glad I sound better. I don't feel any better. Guys, I feel worse. It's just not been, and I never get ill. So for me, it's just been, it's been ridiculous. Oh, this is the other thing I'm going to include in there. This is, I don't know, remember when you guys were with me, we made this together. This is just a little paper bag junk journal. And I figured whoever got it could paint the inside, cover the pages. It's just a really basic junk journal made out of just stuff that I've made it with you guys one time, showing you how to make a really, it's actually really thin, so you could put it in a inside of something and, you know, use it as an insert. So if you guys want to make it, hi Fiona! Oh, we've missed you. Hi Laura. Hi Virginia. Oh, Fiona, we're happy that you're here. How are you, my friend? We have missed you. So, anyway, that's just what's going to be a little bit of the stuff in the giveaway. Guys, I had these grandiose plans of making a whole lot of stuff, and I felt so bad that I just couldn't do it. It was like, I was not feeling good at all. No way, shape, or form this week. This week was not a feel-good week for me. So that's just a little bit of the bits and pieces of just to thank you for being a subscriber to my channel. And well, I'll add some more stuff to it. I have a whole, you guys know my ridiculousness in moving my space back and forth. I do have a whole shoebox filled with like all these things that are finished. Oh, and you'll get some of these cards too, and some of these Project Life cards and some mail art postcards too. You guys, I have so many things finished, but because I've moved my room so many times, and right now the majority of it is in the garage, and guys, I felt so bad I couldn't even go out there and find it. I couldn't even go out there and deal with it. So what I thought I'd do today is I'm going to paint some tags. Oh my God, this is killing me. You can hardly use your hands. Oh no. Hi, Cindy. Oh no, Fee. You know what? I can relate. I've had such a weird week that of ailments, and when you're not usually, I'm not saying that, you know, for people that have chronic pain, I can relate, but this has been like so ridiculous. Oh, good. The other thing, thanks, Linda. Thanks for being so supportive. The other thing is, if you guys want to go over, hi, Carrie. If you guys want to go over and join our Secret Santa swap, you can join. You pick whether you want to be sent to someone in the U.S. or someone outside of the U.S. Obviously, if you live in Australia, you can say, I want to send, you know, Australia, Canada only, or you can say, I'll send to U.S., or you can say, I'll send to anywhere. We're just going to share some things that we made. I don't want anyone to stress out about it. So, yes, I don't want you to stress out about it. Everybody will get one person. You won't get a partner, you'll get a person. So like if I'm, say I draw Susan, and then I pick for Susan, and Susan gets, I don't know, somebody else. She gets Bet. So I won't know who gets, Susan won't know that I have her, and you won't have the same person. So you'll be sending to somebody else. But what I figured is over the next few streams, we'll do everything that's going to be included in the Secret Santa swap. And then that way, if you make along, you'll already have it done. It's just supposed to be a fun way to share your stash and just to celebrate the holidays. Elizabeth, we are doing our power pack, but we're not going to do it until January because so many people wanted to participate and they haven't done it yet. Hi, Mary Kay. How are you? Great advice, Renee, but I don't drink anymore, so I couldn't even have tequila. If I had tequila, it'd knock me out. Maybe I will. I just... I don't drink anything anymore. I'm having some coffee, actually. Not that I'm opposed to drinking. It just doesn't. You guys, it gives me a stomach ache. So that's why I don't drink anymore. It has nothing to do with anything, but it gives me a stomach ache. So what I thought I'd do first is maybe I'll jelly print on a couple book pages. I guess I should prime my tags. Some of them I like just like they are. Like, I would put that in a junk journal just like it is because it's kind of funny, isn't it? So, me too, Carrie. I am not a good sick person, trust me. I just keep going, and finally I just fall out, you know? So, this is kind of cool. I like this one. Go work and watch. Elizabeth says it sounds cool doing it each day. Can we know ahead of time what the supplies are? Yeah, I will. I'll tell it. Well, we're gonna do it for this swap. It's just like 5 painted papers, 5 envelopes, 5 tags. It's nothing. It's not gonna be anything, but we're gonna make them. So you're gonna make them from your junk mail or make them from your scrapbook paper, whatever you have. It's not about going to buy anything. It's really just about celebrating each other. That's all it is. So I think what I'm going to do first is I'm gonna paint some of these. Some of them I like just as they are. It's so silly, right? I'm going to paint some of these white, and then I'm going to do some. Then I'll do a few painting papers to glue on top. Guys, I'm telling you, it's just kicking my butt. It's so ridiculous, but it is. You know, I think what's fun about it, for those of you that have never done a swap like this, it's not about going to buy anything. It's about just sharing what you have. So if there's something on the list that you don't have, don't worry about it. Like if you don't, for whatever reason, like you don't have it, don't worry about it. Just send something that you do have. You know, I had put on there maybe some magazine, yes, you could send magazine pages. I will send some from where I live. But I wrote in there maybe you would send some paper napkins. But if you don't have paper napkins, you know, the kind that you decoupage, then get white ones and stamp on them if you have a stamp, or make your own stamp. You know, but I figure that we'll work on it together enough that everybody will be super comfortable with what they're sending and making. Does that sound good? You got a bunch of cardboard. And hi, Anne. You got a bunch of cardboard and voting pamphlets, Mary Kay? Awesome. Mary Kay, what did you say? I taught a toad too? Because I sound like a frog? Oh my God, you guys. I'm telling you. It's like really. And I have friends in town. You know, I love it when people come to visit, but what they don't understand when they come to visit is they're on a holiday and you're not. You know, and so I've been sick and they've been wanting to see us. And so I'm breaking down. I'm going to go see them later because they're this very sweet couple that I really love. And they got married here 2 years ago, and we were the only people that they invited to their wedding. It was like, that kind of surprised me, but anyway, they're just really sweet. They used to be clients of mine, and they were coming here, and they decided to get married, and they called me up before they were coming to get married, and they said, you know, we wanted it to be really private. We didn't want a lot of drama with our family, but we realized that we want someone that loves us and wants to be with us and is happy that we're getting married to be there. And the only person the two of us could think of that we would want to be there is you and Patty. So you guys, it was so moving. I was so moved because they have other friends that live on the island. It's not like we're the only friends they have here. But I was very moved. And so we were the witnesses at their wedding, and they got married 2 years ago. So we're going to go meet them later on for dinner, and I feel like crap. But I picked a place close to, you'd be proud of me. Normally, what would Shelly do? She would invite them over, but Shelly didn't this time. Shelly said, please, please, please. I didn't even tell them I wasn't feeling well because I just couldn't do it. Oh, I will, Fee. You know, I never get sick, but I think it's just all the stress I'm under right now. Lucinda said she made a big purchase this week. She got Jane Davenport stamps. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I love Jane Davenport. I don't need anything else, you guys, though. I'm to the point now where I'm like, okay, I have to not buy myself anything until I use up some of my stash. And so, and I'm being really discerning about my junk mail keeping too, you guys. I'm just keeping like what I don't have any of, or what's unusual. You know, so I'm gonna try, and my New Year's resolution in November is to use up my stash. Use up my stash on projects that I'm enjoying, and that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna put a base coat on these. If you guys make them out of really super shiny packaging, the one thing that I've noticed for myself that helps is if you sand them first. But you have to sand them, so, but I didn't. They'll be fine, but if you get really super shiny packaging, it works better. Hi, Shelly Carlson. I have been really stressed. It's not been good. I've been super stressed. And that's okay. Hopefully it'll be coming to an end. You've kept your no spend September going? Oh, good for you, Renee. No, the only time my no spend doesn't count is if I want to buy something handmade. You know, I'm just talking about supplies for myself. But if I wanted to buy something like handmade or stuff like that, then I do it. Because 9 times out of 10, but I'm talking about like, I don't, as much as I would like some Jane Davenport stuff, I'm not going to go buy it. I'm not until I've actually used a whole lot more of my supplies. I'm just not going to go buy any more supplies right now. I'm not going to do it. So that's just where I'm at. I'm not telling you guys not to do it. Just telling you that I'm going to try and whittle my supplies down so that they actually fit comfortably in my space so I can find them. Because nothing's worse than me, like going to look for something and I can't find any of it. And I know I have it. And then I spend like however long looking for it. Do any of you guys have that issue? Or is that just a selective issue for me? Because I have it. I totally have the issue. I lose stuff. I like pack it all in boxes so that I'll be able to, I'm like, oh, I'll remember where I put it. And then I don't. So I'm going to let these dry. And then I think I might jelly print on a few book pages. And I have my super tiny, well, I say that, I had gotten it out. My super, super tiny jelly plate that is like really tiny. I got it out. And I laid it on top of some book pages sitting right here, and it got schmooky on it. So I'm gonna do some little jelly printing on some book pages, and then I'm gonna use them to collage on my tags. That's what I'm gonna do. So what do you guys have planned for the weekend? I want to hear what your weekend plans are. If you guys have some exciting weekend plans, please fill me in, because I have no exciting weekend plans except resting. That is my exciting weekend plan. I'm going to rest. I did promise you guys I was going to at some point, paint some ugly scrapbook paper, and I will totally do that. But not today. This is like a tiny one. Somebody gave it to me, and I have to say I've really enjoyed using it. It's like 3 by 5, I think, and I can't tell you how much it costs because somebody sent it to me as a gift. But I will say I love it because it's not, and you can use it like a stamp, you know? So I would say it's like less of a commitment than a big jelly plate. But if you've got the stuff to make your jelly plate, you can make yourself one this size, and I think it would be great too. I think it would be awesome. So you guys know me, I like jelly printing on just about anything. I think I must have been like a printing addict in one of my lives. You know, like you see those old movies where there's like some old guy who works in a printing press, works for a newspaper with a printing press, and he's got ink all over him. Must have been me, because I like it so much. I love printing. Love jelly printing. Hey, Phaedra! Everybody say hey to Phaedra. How are you? We're happy to see you. Happy to see you. Luana says she's making family Christmas presents and she's working on her Secret Santa stash. Now, anybody, any skill level of anyone can join the swap. I don't want anyone to tell me that, you know, there's nothing that we're doing is like really difficult, and nothing we're doing is expensive. The most expensive part of it is going to be posting it. So anybody can join. We did take Renee's suggestion and are doing a flat rate envelope. You know, what's cool about those flat rate, at least for the U.S., I think we'll have to probably figure out what the parameters are for shipping to New Zealand and South Africa. I put on there like not more than $15 worth of postage. If you guys tell me that's unrealistic for South Africa, will you let me know? Because I have no idea. So for the $6.80 in postage, or $6.40, it's either $6.40 or $6.80. I can't remember. Or $7.20, I think. I don't know. Anyway, that's what whatever the flat rate 9x12 envelope is. They have one that's like 9x12 that's paper. That is, I think, $6.40. And then they have a 9x12 that is bubble wrap, and that one's $6.80. And then they have a 9x15 one. I think that is $7.20. And the only reason why I'm telling you those is because, like, maybe you make something for your secret sister that maybe something that you make exceeds the size of the 9x12. But just don't try to go over that. And for people that are shipping internationally, you want to ship everything flat. And there's parameters that you have to put on your package. Like, you have to put documents only. You have to put like a $0 value or $1 value. They have to fit in a certain, they have to be a certain weight. I don't know. I'll try to figure it all out and post it in the group. But it's not supposed to be stressful or super costly. The most exciting thing is it's going to be like handmade things that your friends have made for you. Hopefully out of their recycled materials, and not, you know, the whole idea was not to spend any, the whole idea was not to go and spend a lot of money. You know, at least that's what it was for me. You know, you can give people all the parameters you want, and ultimately everybody does what they want to do, right? Isn't that how it kind of works? You're relaxing. Oh, that's so good. No, it doesn't have to be a 9x12 envelope, but Carrie, they give you those flat rate envelopes at the post office, and you can fit up to, if you send it in a flat rate, the reason why you send it flat rate in that $6 or $7 envelope is because you could send 70 pounds of stuff in that flat rate envelope, and they provide it for you. You get them directly from the post office, and you can order them, and they're free. So you can order them, they'll be delivered to your door if you want it, if you don't want to go down to the post office. But it has no weight barrier on it. That's why you send it in their envelopes. That's the only reason. But no, you don't have to send it in a 9x12 envelope, but that's the envelopes that they give you. That's the sizes that they give you. You know, so just so everybody receives the same thing, you know, that's all. Elizabeth said, hi, Mary. Elizabeth said she bought scissors like cutter bee scissors. Are they? Well, can you post them in the group so that we can see them? I like this jelly plate too. It's like, it's tiny, but I like it. I like it. So, no, Carrie, there's like, you know, I'm not going to be a stickler for it, but I think that if somebody mailed you something in a 9x12 envelope and then they got something back in a 4x6 envelope, they might feel gypped. I mean, but I guess if you include everything what you're including in the swap, it wouldn't really matter. International is going to have to be different though, so, you know, that we'll have to figure out, because I don't want you guys spending a ton of money on postage and stuff like that. Hi, Shazzy Mac. Hey, Lisa. Hi, Ann. Yeah, I'm going to give you the name. I'm not going to, the date to draw is like November, what did I set it out to be? Like November 20th or something. But you can start making your stuff now. You don't have to wait till then. It was just that I didn't know how many people would sign up. I also wanted to give people a chance to like decide if they wanted to do it or not. Good night, Sandra. I hope you sleep good. All you lurkers out there, say hey. Hi, BJ. You're not late. We haven't even really done anything. I'm just painting some papers so that I can make some tags to go on the giveaway. Because I was a big no-show this week in my crafting extravaganza. I was so sick, you guys. It was so not good. I was not feeling good. And before somebody asks me what this tool is, it is a pot scraper by Tupperware. Either someone gave it to me or got it at a thrift store. You guys, sometimes my sister sends me boxes of random things, so I'm not sure if she sent it to me or if I bought it myself at a thrift store, or, guys, I don't have a good recollection of things like that. I don't know if you can still get them, but they're made by Tupperware. So there you go. I'm going to make some tags for the thing. Hi, Catherine. Well, if you guys want to participate, hi, Scotty. If you guys want to participate in the swap, you got to go over to the Facebook group and join our Crafting Mamas Facebook group, and then you can lurk, Renee, lurk away. You know, sometimes if I'm working, I'll lurk. You have to sign up, and you go to events, and it's in the events. And it's super easy to find that. It's in a tab on the left. It's the only thing we have going on, so it's not difficult to find, and everyone's welcome. There's no skill level involved as far as there's no, you know, I figure what I'm going to do is I'm going to make everything with you guys all during this time up until in the mail out dates like the 15th of December. So I'm going to make everything with you so that everybody sees what it is, and then at some point I'll put together a package so you can see what one looks like. So then if that way if you decide you want to, or, you know, it's going to be such a no-brainer that anybody can do it, okay? I don't want it to be stressful. The whole thing is for it to not be stressful. You can quietly watch and lurk. No, the reason why I say hey lurkers is because there's probably, how many of you are chatting? 20 of you? Maybe 25 of you? And if you look at the number of people that are watching, there's like 50 some odd people watching. So that means that there's a bunch of lurkers in the background. So I'm just saying, say hi, because, you know, sometimes I go to streams and I get intimidated. I mean, I get intimidated if there's like, if I feel it's like too cliquish, or if I feel like, I don't know. Maybe that's just my own thing, but I get intimidated sometimes going and watching live streams. So I'm just calling out people so they don't feel like, they just know that they're welcome. It doesn't matter. Kidnap tag, Samantha, good for you. BJ says her 11-year-old granddaughter has been there. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. You saw a slice of her life. BJ, it's precious, isn't it? I have an 11-year-old daughter. Can you believe it? Yeah, everybody post where you're from. Hi, Lisa. Post where you're from. You've been lurking since the first stream, Shazzy. I lurk a lot of time. Hi, Brenda Sweet Apple. How are you? You're from Canada. Hi, Karen. Hi, Joy. Woo, your husband bought you coffee with Bailey's salted caramel. I'd like that. Kentucky's in the house. New Zealand's in the house. Kentucky, Jacksonville, Florida. Tacoma, Washington. Everett, Washington. Virginia, Canada. Allentown. Clovis, California. Melbourne, Florida. Hi, Joy. Minnesota, Australia, Texas. Amberly, we're so happy for you. Ontario, Canada. Princeton, West Virginia, Junction City, Oregon, Texas, Maple Ridge, North Carolina, Cameron Park, California, Texas, Chicago. My daughter was Nebraska, Chi-Town, Mississippi in the house, Oklahoma, North Carolina, Alabama. And crafty hugs from Sydney, Australia, Connecticut, South Carolina, Chicago, Tennessee, Chesapeake, Virginia. Yeah, if any of you, New Jersey, yeah, we are global. 33. Oh, it's your 33rd anniversary tonight, Lisa. Happy anniversary. My daughter was a witch zombie, Renee. So yeah, you guys chat. Find your crafty besties. You guys can find so many cool, amazing people here that are just right here, and they'll be, you never know where you're going to find your crafty bestie. And, you don't necessarily have to actually live where your crafty bestie is. I mean, although that's good, so you could actually get together in person, but you could YouTube, you could live stream, you could Facebook Live. Guys, I've got glue all over me. Paint all over me. So she was a zombie witch. What made me feel bad, Renee, is because, you know what? I used to be a costume designer. And I made all of my other kids' costumes. And when this one was little, I used to say, yeah, you can Skype, Caitlin. It's a great way. I made, hi, Dawn. I made all of their costumes. And they got to pick out whatever they wanted to be. But when this one was really little, we had so many costumes already made to pick from. She really just, her kind of MO was like she picked the sparkliest one, right? So, and I've asked her every year, I'm like, what would you like? Could I make you something? Well, this year she wanted to be, because I've been doing this big paperwork project, which, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm praying. I got to fly to the East Coast next week, and I'm praying that it's going to be done really soon. But if it's not, it should be done by January, which would be really great for me. Because she really wanted me to make her something, and you guys, I didn't have anything. And it's not like living on the mainland where you can just go and buy something. Okay, like I couldn't. Anyway, it was bad. So the night before Halloween, I ran to Walmart. I mean, of course, she doesn't tell me till like the day before Halloween that she wants to be something other than what we have. So I ran to Walmart. Thank goodness, I'm not a big box store. You know me and my big box stores issues. But I have to give a shout out to Walmart this time because they actually have black satin. We don't have like fabric stores here and stuff. We do. We have a few, but really all you're going to find is Hawaiian fabric, which is great, but you can't really make a vampire out of that. So your hubby's taking you to Hobby Lobby for your anniversary? Oh my gosh, that's awesome. So I went and I got some black satin the night before Halloween, and I made her, well, I think I made her was a cape to go with this dress that she already had, and then I did her makeup. That's what I did. My other kids would have never, you have no idea. My other kids would have never, ever accepted that. They would have been like, what? Are you crazy? One of my kids one year volunteered me to make all of her friends' Halloween costumes. Can't believe that. Isn't that ridiculous? But I did, and I did. That's even the more ridiculous thing. Okay, not only did she volunteer me, but I actually did it. Okay, I had a piece of paper here, and I lost it. Guys, does anybody else just lose stuff from their desk? Like, that's just me. I didn't move anything. I got a stencil, and I lost the piece of paper that I tore. Anyway, so she was happy. And what I did do, though, which was, she's the only one left at home, really. The others, when they are here, they're not let's just face it, they're not like wanting to go trick-or-treating or whatever. So here's that piece. It's like, am I like really nuts? So I had asked earlier if one of her friends would like to go with us or if we could get a couple of her friends, but she was like, no, everybody's busy. And then at the last minute, I told you guys we don't really have any trick-or-treaters in our neighborhood. So at the last minute, I asked her to call one of her friends, and we met them, and then I took all of them because our mom wasn't feeling well. So I took all of them trick-or-treating, and we had a great time. We went to like, I want to say we did 100 houses, you guys, and that was, Halloween's a big deal here. We did about 100 houses, and then we went and we had fast food, which they loved, because they're not, everything's expensive here, including fast food, so most people don't go out. It's Vicky's birthday! You list stuff all the time, Mary Kay. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Vicky Pearl Brown. Happy birthday to you and many more. Happy birthday to you, Vic, and your horse, and your pup, and your pups. Your pups and your horses. What are you going to do for your birthday, Mama? I knew it was your birthday, but that tells you how bad it is for me, how bad my ridiculousness is lately. What are you going to do for your birthday? Oh, you know what I brought over here? Tell me I brought them. Tell me I brought them. I got my watercolor crayons. What are you going to do for your birthday? Twice, I love my kids. My kids are everything to me. Tammy says by 7:30 she'd given out 200 individual handmade candy bags. Oh my gosh. You had trick-or-treaters till 9:15? Your husband gave you a stone for your birthday, Vic? Oh, Vic, big hugs. I'm sorry that I didn't say it to you right away. I know your birthday's Sunday. I know it is. That I remember. That I remember. So, evidently, the neighborhood that I live in used to be one of the kids that plays in our neighborhood, his grandparents live here, right? So, the grandpa was telling me that it used to be like an amazing neighborhood to trick-or-treat in. But it isn't now. And I buy candy every year, and you guys, you would think that I would get one trick-or-treater, not one. But that's okay, because what I do is I trade my daughter out for the candy that she gets, because she can't have a lot of the stuff that she gets because she's allergic. So I trade her out and give her, get what she can eat. But I didn't have one trick-or-treater. But we went to a neighborhood not far from us, and they're like in a real subdivision type thing. So there's more homes. Ours is like a really old neighborhood. And so there's more homes, and they're all really close together, and they went all out this neighborhood. Halloween's a big deal here. If you Google best destinations to Halloween, they'll tell you Maui is one of them. But it's really for adults. They don't really mean for kids, because in another town from here, from where I live, they have a Halloween parade, and people, I'm telling you, people from all over the world come dressed up, and some of them ain't dressed either, if you know what I mean. Susan, you called Susan the mouth of the South? Oh, that's awesome. Elizabeth went with her grandkids. Aw, they're 5 and 9. Ant-Man and Spider-Man. Oh, that's great. We love our Susan. Thanks for getting rid of the troll. What is up? Like, I don't understand. Can somebody explain to me why people troll? I just want to know, why do people troll? Because I really don't get it. I can't even imagine, like, why anybody would want to be with a bunch of crafty people, bunch of people crafting. Like, what do you hope to do? Like, upset them and say, like, mean things to them? I mean, I didn't see what the goat person said, but I'm grateful that you banned them, Susan. Your granddaughter went as a newborn for Halloween? That's right, she did, Susan. You are right. Diana, there is a list in the group. You know what I'm talking about, doing the bare essentials? Oh my gosh. Your granddaughter was a ladybug? Oh yeah, we had a troll a few minutes ago. You missed it, but I didn't see what they said. I wasn't... Guys, I get so in my own zen, I forget to look up sometimes. Susan got him. Okay, Anne says she had 2 boys not dressed up and talking on their cell phones. DH said candies for little ones. You know, Anne, we had this whole conversation about that here. Okay, so when I took my kids trick-or-treating, or when I took my daughter trick-or-treating this year, one of them, and she's 11, her friend that's 11 came with us, and he's really tall. My daughter's tall for her age, but he's really tall. He's 11, he's in the 5th grade. But he looks like he could be, I don't know, he looks like he could be 16 or 17, but he's 11. And there was a whole newspaper article here on that. And what the general consensus was this for us, and I'm not saying it's right for you, was that if somebody has a nerve to come and trick-or-treat, no matter what they're wearing, that we would give them candy. Because there's an age time when it's between, and we all love going out and doing stuff, right? That we would honor whoever came, because otherwise, what was their alternatives? To go hang out and do things that were not good, or drugs or stuff like that. So we gave to everyone. So what was interesting, though, what I thought was interesting, because I had my daughter and her friend who were 11. Then we had another little, his little sister, and she must be about 7. And then we had their little brother who must be 9 or 10. Okay? And so we're talking like we had 2 5th graders, a 4th grader, and a 1st grader. People here really responded to now that we all went to the same amount of houses, everybody had the same size bag, everybody, wasn't like, and they all gave to the older one more. And I thought that was really amazing, Oh, good night, Mary. Brenda says a couple of years ago she had one to her door a few years ago, and one that was old, and they had trouble climbing your stairs. Hey, well, if somebody old is going to come trick-or-treat, I'm going to give them candy. And so that's what we did here. We did it because, it's like, first of all, we live on an island, but it's just really hard to disseminate now with kids and how big they are and tall. And also, too, it was just, that's just what we did. I'm not saying that's for everybody, but that's what we did. Welcome, Brenda. We're happy you're here with us. But it was interesting. I never really noticed that they had so many articles in the newspaper, but there were. Isn't that crazy that there were actual articles in the newspaper this year about it? So I imagine it's more of a, I imagine it's more of it's something more that happens than we realize, right? It's more than we know about. All right, I'm going to add a piece of collage and some stamping to that one later. I don't know what I'm going to do this one. So that's just what we did. But it's really kind of cool, though, here. I have to say, of all the things that are not necessarily easy and cool, the trick-or-treating thing and having people be really responsive. I mean, people really were good about it. Everybody was really good. So much, but we had fewer trick-or-treaters because this subdivision that we go to, which is really close to where I live, they usually prepare, I mean, they go all out. Like, there's some, like, intense, extreme Halloweening going on there. They, like, their yards, and they make haunted houses, and it's, like, a big deal. One of the guys, you know, I was obviously walking around with the kids and everything and talking to some of the people that are out. And one of the guys was like, you know, by this time last year we had, I don't know how many more, but a whole lot more trick-or-treaters than they had this year. So we were kind of all, I don't know. We're going through a housing crisis here. Did I already tell you guys this? I forget what I tell you guys. So we're going through a housing crisis here. Nothing against Airbnb, and I've used them myself, but before you use them, I want you to think about this. And I'm not saying that, I don't necessarily think that the big prices of hotels and all that are where it's at, but so we live on an island, and maybe it doesn't affect other people the way it affects us, but we live on an island, obviously, and Airbnb has taken away local housing. Housing is at a minimum here anyway because the prices are super high. So what we're finding, and this is like kind of scary, I don't know what's going to happen to the economy here, you guys. I really don't. It's like kind of frightening, and it's been a topic of conversation around here a lot, especially lately. So Airbnb, you know, people can Airbnb their places to live cheaper than, I mean, for more money than they get if they are renting to long-term renters, right? And a lot of people buy second and third homes here, you guys. A lot of people. So that means that they come for maybe 2 weeks of the year, and then they rent them out other times of the year. Anyways, so what we're finding, and this is like, how do you know we're having this conversation just the other day? What we're finding for us is that without any housing, without any long-term rentals, the workforce is dying out here. So people are not finding people to work because you do need a workforce. Like, people come to go to a hotel, right? But there's nobody there to serve them. So Airbnb, like, so the house that we live in would rent Airbnb style, you know, nightly or weekly or however they did it, for probably 3 to 4 times the amount of money we pay and we pay a lot. So it would rent, and so what's happening is any short-term rent, all these rentals are, there's no rentals. So I think, so that was the conversation when we were trick-or-treating, because we were like, where are the people? And one of the guys that lives in that neighborhood says, well, he said, Airbnb. And I said, here in the subdivision? And he's like, yeah. He goes, where else can you rent a 3,000 square foot home for a weekend for, I don't know what the rents are, but just imagine, like, the cheapest hotel room you can find here is probably $150 a night, and that's just like one little crappy cheap hotel room. Imagine what you can get if you had, like, you know, a big Airbnb style home or whatever. So that's what's going on here. I mean, right, but what do my friends tell me? First world problems. So that's what we're experiencing. Somebody was telling me that Portland's having a similar thing. I don't know, because I haven't traveled to Portland in a while, but you guys would know. What time is it? Hi, Pamela. Should I do the giveaway right now? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're suggesting? Eugene's having the same problem, Lucinda. Yeah, one of my friends was telling me that they can't even get a reasonable rental in Portland because of it. And I was like, whoa. And see, we're not even thinking of the long-term effects of it. They've been talking about legislation banning it here because it's becoming a huge, huge problem. I mean, if regular people can't get places to live that are affordable, most people here are working 2 and 3 jobs anyway, guys. The cost of living is crazy. And some of these people were born and raised here, so it's not like me who moved here. And then businesses are closing down because of it. Because, like, think about it. You know, there's certain kinds of tourist businesses, but then there's local businesses too. Lots of businesses are closing because of it. Vancouver's having the same problem, Lisa. It's horrible. It's a college town? Oh. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Pearl-Ann. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So one last chance. Everybody, if you want to enter the giveaway and you haven't, we're going to do it. I'm doing a 300 subby giveaway. Some of these tags will be in it. I'm going to pick the winner tonight, and the package, I'll show the package on Tuesday's stream, and then that'll give me the weekend to work on it. Carlos is the North Carolina coast too. Ugh, it's really not good. So I'm having a 3,000 subby giveaway. The only rule is you have to be a current subscriber. Go over to the previous video, and it has a title in there, 3,000 subby giveaway. It would have been the video from Tuesday. Like and comment. Thanks, Shazzy. Like and comment and be a current subscriber. And then I'm going to do, in about 2 or 3 minutes, I'm going to do a YouTube random comment picker. And I'll tell you who wins. And then I'll mail out the package on Wednesday, but you guys will get to see everything in it. Yeah, so that's what we're going through. So that's why, like, when we were out trick-or-treating, I was like, it didn't even occur to me, right? But the guy, one of the dads that was handing out candy, he said to my kids, have you guys been by? You know, he said to the group of kids I was walking with, and we were like, yes, we already came back. He says, come on back. Because I guess, you know, it took us about a half an hour to walk the little cul-de-sac where they live. Thanks, Renee. Thanks, Phaedra. So he was like, come back, and then that started me saying, oh, no, we have plenty of candy. He's like, look, I bought for, like I did about last year, and we had this whole conversation. Malia says in North Carolina, it's really depressed, and lots of abandoned houses are closing, and businesses are closing. Oh, no. Where do you live in North Carolina, Malia? See, the sad thing here, Malia, is rents are really high, even for businesses. And they're closing because they can't make it. And so we have more abandoned business buildings, you know, not homes, but business buildings. Yeah, I'm excited about it too, Lisa. It's going to be fun. Everybody's going to have a good time. And the cool thing is it should be a fun thing, not a stressful thing, okay? I don't want anybody to get stressed out about it. That's not the whole point to it. So, I don't know. I'm just trying to go with it all and not get myself into like some tizzy over stuff I can't do anything about. You know, because it makes me upset. I mean, imagine the school attendance is down too, or you know what I mean? There's less kids enrolled in school. I haven't really asked. I do know that a lot of businesses are going out. I got a call from somebody that I used to work for a couple of years ago asking me if I wanted to, would I consider coming back to work with them. And honestly, you guys, I just can't. It's not because it wasn't a good job. It was, I was getting really ill over it. The stress level wasn't good, but I actually considered it for a second. But in the conversation we had, they were just telling me that there's so many jobs opening up for people that are, like, there's just a shortage. So I just couldn't take that job. Not that I won't take a job, but I just couldn't take that one. It was the stress it was one of those jobs where you're just like, the stress isn't worth it. Like, there's no amount of money for the stress, you know? I was getting an ulcer from it. You're in Garner, right outside of Raleigh. Roxborough? I don't know where Roxborough is. Where is that where you live, Malia? Roxborough, North Carolina? You're 2 hours from her? That sounds fun. So this is if you guys, any of you have a die cutting machine, this is a Sizzix die for some scrapbooking thing somebody gave me. And I cut it with fun foam, and I'm like really enjoying using it. We're so happy to have you back. Hi, Beth. So for us, it's not, for us, it's, I don't know, you guys. It's probably this way all over the world, and I'm just not privy to it all. You know, live in my own bubble. Live in my own bubble. So live in my own bubble. I was saying, Elizabeth, I was saying if you have a die cutting machine, you can get this really inexpensive fun foam at a big box store. I have some of it left over from when I did a project last year with my daughter for school. And run it through your die cutting machine, and you can make for yourself really cool marking tools. Like your own stamps, you know, your own, like stuff that you know, like I wanted some background stamps. That's what I wanted. I wanted a couple of background stamps. And so these are, it's kind of cool because I just ran a piece of fun foam through it, and they clean off really easy. And, you know, they make like, you can kind of see it here. I didn't put a lot of paint on it, but you can see them. You can use them with ink too. Virginia's in Rock Hill, below Charlotte. I've been to the Outer Banks of North Carolina, and it's beautiful there. What are we ouching for? I missed what you were ouching. Fiona, we've missed you terribly, and you are not being rude. You have to go with it, with whatever you're doing. You can't, like, worry about it. All right, let me just clean up my stamp a little bit. I'm going to go over to the, you guys are going to have to just bear with me for a second, and I'll do the giveaway. I'm going to do the giveaway. I'm going to do the giveaway, and I hope whoever wins, I hope it's one of you that have been here all along with me. And I didn't watch you're 20 minutes from NASCAR, Malia? That's cool. You guys, self-confession. I don't watch sports, and I don't watch television that much. And if I do watch television, I watch like, or Netflix and Amazon, that sort of thing. Guys, I'm not a good sports thing. All right, so let me, while you guys are hanging out with me for a minute, I'm going to go over, and I'm going to get the Astros one. I know the Astros one, and that's awesome. Okay, so I got to go over and get the URL from the other stream. Just give me a second. The other URL from the other video. And then I'm going to put it in the random video picker. And we'll see who won. We will see who won. It's kind of a cool thing. I didn't know about it, but somebody told me about it. That you go over and you get the URL. Let me see how I do this. Guys, I'm so remedial when it comes to like some of this stuff. And then I'll put it in the random selector, and it will tell me who wins. And that'll be so cool, and I didn't have to The last time we did a giveaway, I had to like write everybody's name down, type it into what do you call it, you guys? I had to type it into a spreadsheet and then cut and paste it, and that was just, can I tell you, that was ridiculous. Okay, so let me go to this. Let me see if I got that. Let me go to my random YouTube picker, and I'm going to enter the URL, and I'm going to go. It says there are 70 unique comments, and I'm going to see who wins, and it will tell me. The random YouTube picker is Lisa Brannon. Lisa Brannon. So Lisa, you are the 3,000 subby giveaway winner. Lisa Brannon. Yay, Lisa. Are you here? Yay, Lisa. So you guys have to do that. Use the random YouTube picker. Congratulations, Lisa. So, yes, it's what the random YouTube picker picked you. Your husband used to drag race. I'm happy, Lisa, I'm so happy it's you. I was kind of afraid it would be like somebody who never ever watches or hangs out with us, and I was kind of like, but it's awesome. And you know what I'll do is I'll take a screenshot and put it in our, maybe I can put it, if I take it, well, let me take a screenshot here. Here, let me see if I can show it to you guys. This is so ridiculous. Okay, let me see. Can I show you? Can I show you? Can you see it? Can you see it? I use the random YouTube picker. Let me see. Let me just open this window and see if you can see it. Can you see it? You can see it on my computer. Wait, is this ridiculous? Can you see? See, it picked it. Lisa Brannon. Cool, huh? So the next time you guys do the next time you guys do the YouTube thing, I'm happy too, Lisa. Yay! So I'll mail it out to you on Wednesday. If you want to be surprised, then don't watch the flip through on Tuesday. But if you don't care, then come back and see us on Tuesday. Hi, Cassandra. Thanks everybody who entered. I'm really grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks, Lisa. I'm so happy for you. But isn't that YouTube random comment picker is probably the best thing ever, because the last time was so ridiculous for me. That happens to me occasionally, Malia. My YouTube thing gets behind. I know Shannon and Rosemary wrote down 400 names. They obviously didn't know about the YouTube random comment picker. Because what it does is it goes out and it picks out, like, so if one person like wrote 5 comments, it's only going to give them 1 vote. So that's kind of cool. You're welcome, Lisa. I hope you like all the weird stuff I'm going to send you. Okay? I'm excited. I'm excited that it's one of you. You know, I was like, I had this whole conversation with Hottie. I was like, what if it's like somebody that just subscribed just because I was doing a giveaway? He's like, well, that's just what happens, you know. You have to take everybody. And I'm like, I know. But I'm happy it's you, Lisa. I'm super happy. It makes me happy. Makes me happy. You guys have been super loyal, and I'm grateful for that. You know what? I used to write down all the names of stuff when I did stuff too before, so I can understand why they do it. It's just a pain in the behind, though. Makes you not want to do anything. It makes you not want to do a giveaway because you're just like, seriously, I have to write it all down. And anyway, I don't know who was it that told me about the YouTube random picker, but whoever it was, thank you. One of you guys told me. They said, oh, you know, have you used this? I was like, no, never even heard of it. But now I have. So I'm happy it's you, Lisa. I'm happy it's one of you. I'm happy it's one of my crafty peeps right here that hangs out every week. I'm grateful. I started my channel a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. You guys, I don't know. I guess you can go back to the oldest video and it'll tell you. But I didn't, when I first started my channel, I only had like maybe a handful of videos, and I was doing it to help a friend of mine. So the whole thing came about because I was helping a friend of mine who had a Facebook group. She doesn't really have it. She still has it, but it's not active anymore. It was her Facebook group, not mine. But I was helping her with her Facebook group, and she was like, she's a card maker, and I didn't really make cards like she made cards. I made junk journals. And so she asked me, would I make a couple of videos for her channel to da-da-da? And I said, sure, because she didn't make videos. So I was like, I guess so. I mean, I haven't never really made a video, but I will. So I made a couple of junk journaling videos because I had been making junk journals for a while. So I made a couple junk journaling videos, and then I just let it. Noah's typing for Pat. Hi, Noah. Hi, Pat. Oh, Noah, we're happy you're with Pat. We're happy you're with Pat. Noah, has she made you start doing crafts yet? Liz, it was you that was showing us that the person that was helping you was making painty papers. I loved it. I loved it so much. Anyway, so I made a couple videos, and so I didn't make very many. And then I don't know what happened. Oh, I know what happened. Then I started getting involved in a junk journaling group, and they were like, you have to post pictures or a video of your projects. Well, you guys, my phone I didn't have a camera, and my phone took the worst pictures. But I was already set up because I had a Mac. I have a MacBook. I was already set up to, you can actually just use the MacBook as a, I'm liking this one. You guys liking that one? So I could do my videos. I mean, granted, they weren't like this straight down. They were like facing me, and you got a lot of cleavage shots, which can I tell you, that I didn't like at all. So that was a whole other thing. But anyway, so I started doing that. And then from doing that, from doing swaps and putting videos in there, it was just sort of snowballed. And I don't know. And I don't even know why I did live stream. I think I did live stream because of my daughter. Vicky Pearl says, Pat says to wave for her and says her horse should dance also. Awesome, Noah, you're awesome. Yeah, Liz, her home health aide went nuts over painting papers. So is she painting papers all the time, Liz, now? You guys, these colors are just what I can get at my cheap big box store. I am going to eventually sit down and order myself some other colors. It's not that I only love these colors. It's just when you're kind of at the mercy of like whatever your local big box store can get is where it goes. It's just, and that's just kind of how it rolls here. You just can't even get upset over it because it's just like what it is. Hey, Kathy. It does look like steampunk gears, but it isn't. You know what? I have a die cutting. This is a die cut from trash, from like a plastic to-go box. So Hottie's obsessed with eating salads, and so where he works, they give him salad all the time, and he brings it home in a plastic to-go box, and they don't recycle that one. So I cut it up, and I make tags out of it and stuff. So I made this out of. I have a die cut, this whatever viewfinder die, and I made this out of plastic packaging, and it works really good. Yeah, you can do anything. You guys Google or look for jelly printing. You can do a lot with a monoplate. And, you know, the thing is see all these little dried bits of paint? Eventually, they'll get pulled up in a print. And they look really cool when they do. They look like shadows. So, yeah, Google a jelly plate. You can do a lot of cool stuff with it. Anyway, Lisa, I'm happy. You made my night now, you know? I was kind of like thinking, earlier. I was like, what if somebody I don't know gets it? Not that it matters, but then I was like thinking, I spend all this time making stuff and then they throw it away. I mean, I know that's stupid, but and then I know that shouldn't have any bearing over anything. But I'm just telling you what I was thinking and how I was feeling. I was just telling you. Just mentioning it. So, what else was I going to tell you guys? I don't know. Oh, I was going to talk about Christmas a little bit. Okay, let me see what Pat says. Yeah, Shelly, we made her bring some books. Oh, just collecting dust, and you brought her some books. Awesome. And you brought her some empty food boxes too, Noah? Woohoo! Oh, Noah, you're a rock star. You like the gear recycling thingy too, Cassandra? Okay. Yeah, it's a viewfinder. I don't have the die nearby. I would show it to you. But I like it too. I mean, I haven't made very many viewfinder viewfinder things for my journals. I'm going to show you guys my junk journal soon, I promise. I'm going to get myself feeling like so much better so that I can show you guys my stuff. I'm like getting into it. I'm making these junk journals that, have you guys ever made stuff that you're like thinking, I'm liking this so much, I don't know if I want to let it go? Virginia says, bye Noah, come right back. How did Susan announce it before I did? You might be in a lag, Mildred. Mildred, you must be behind in the... Hit the live button. You must be behind. She couldn't have. So I'm making these journals, okay? So the idea was I was going to use my stash. I was using up my stash. And I'm making them out of these vintage books. But you guys, I'm liking them so much. Now, can you hear me when I say this? I can't even possibly art in all the journals that I have currently. I need another journal, like I need more junk mail. Okay, so it's not like I need to keep them but I'm falling in love with them. It's like part of me is like attached to them. It's so ridiculous. Oh, your chat was behind too? Sometimes you got to go back out and come back in, or take the cursor and go all the way to the very far end of the bar that shows you, how far along you are. No, you know what happens sometimes. Amberly, how's your house? Oh, it is your anniversary. See, Lisa, I was giving you an anniversary present. I didn't even know it, but I'm happy. How is your new house, Amberly? I am so over the moon for you, Amberly. I can't even tell you how excited I am for you that you got a place. I mean, I'm super excited for you. I'm so excited, so happy for you and your family. I know you don't need me to be excited for you, but I am. I'm like over the moon excited for you. You wanted to keep your snowman journals? Carla, they were awesome. They were awesome. Yeah, like a hole in my head, Mary Kay. You're absolutely right. Susan says she's psychic. Okay, Susan, we're going to let you be psychic. You can be whatever you want. So that makes me laugh. So Amberly, is your new place just awesome? I mean, I imagine even if it wasn't awesome, you would feel like it was awesome because you have a place and it's home. You know? No, Amberly, we're so happy for you. You have a few stencil sheets. You know what else works really good, Malia? You can do the woo-woo if you want to, Susan. You sold them all, Carla? Oh my God, that's congratulations. Malia, you know what else works good? Is the folders, the cheap folders that you get when your kids are going to school. You know, the plastic folders or plastic dividers. Those work awesome as well. They work really good. They work so good. Hi, Kate. Carla, big congratulations. So if you guys have a die cutting machine, I made, and you have dies, I made this out of that plastic packaging. This I made out of fun foam. I have some other things, but I don't know where they are. But and if you get plastic, those plastic folder, you know what I'm talking about? They're like in between folders. What is it? Dividers. Or plastic folders that, you know, they're cheap right now. You can find them in the dollar bin or whatever in the dollar store, 5 for $1. And you run them through your die cutting machine, and they make excellent stencils. Remember I told you guys I was going to show you my box of stencils that I've made, and some of them I've hand cut. Sad news is, I'm almost 100% sure that my daughter threw them away in her intervention process with me, because I've been asking her for them for the past few days. I'm like, did you see this shoebox? And, you know, because she wanted to move back into the big room, and she decided she wasn't going to go to the mainland for this semester for college, which is fine, but, you know, she threw them away because they look like trash, you guys. I can make new ones, but I was going to show them to you because I loved them, but they were all really used, and I made a lot of them from those plastic file folders. So you can, if you get some plastic file folders, they work awesome. They're like really great for making stencils. I'm liking this one. This is some Project Life cards Trish gave me that I'm altering. So if you guys have some Project Life cards that you don't use, these work good too. Okay, Shazzy's saying she wants to make tab dividers, 3 for 3 ring binders. Yes, Kate, that's exactly what they are. Shazzy says she wants to make glue dots. And does anyone know of a base that the glue won't stick to? You want to make glue dots. Wax paper, maybe? I mean, wax paper, parchment paper? I don't know. You don't have a die cutting machine yet, Carrie? Oh, you will. Yeah, but it got worse, Renee. Okay, so the story is that it repeated. I've moved my crafting space 4 times. I moved it once when my oldest daughter came home from college and came to live back at home. My oldest daughter got married, and she came home from college, and she, you know, moved back home. So that was one time. Okay, and then the other times was I moved it into the alcove. My little dining alcove was when we had those electrical issues, and I moved everything back out to the garage. So that was, I moved it from the dining alcove into the room when my daughter went to college. So that was one time. Then when my daughter came back from college, I moved it out of that room into the dining alcove. Then we had the electrical crap in the kitchen. Then I moved it into the garage, right? Then I moved it back into the dining alcove from the garage. And then my daughter decided she was going to go away back to college. So then I moved it back into that room. And then now she's decided she's not going to go to the mainland. So it's like 4 times. I've gotten my, it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Mary Kay says she's found a box of transparency film at a garage sale. Oh, that's awesome. Page protectors are nonstick too. That would work good. Jan's right. That would work good, Shazzy. So I can just tell you, all I can say to you is that, you know, I don't need to go to the gym because I just moved my craft room. The problem is every time I move it and I pack it up, I can't find stuff. So this past time when she decided, now I asked her before I moved my stuff back into that room, because she does live with me, but I have another smaller area that's too small for a craft room. And so I said, you know, if I move my stuff back, I said, do you want to move back into that room once my older daughter left to go to China? She's like, no, I'm good. You know, she was planning on her her mainland mid-year transfer. So before I moved it all back, I asked her. She was like, no, I'm good. And then, of course, you guys know the rest. And you know, kids. So I'm liking some of these more. They do need focal points, but I'm liking the backgrounds. You know, somebody messaged me and said, why would I paint Project Life cards? The crafting workout. It totally is, Kate. It's so ridiculous. Oh no, they throw away my stuff all the time, Renee. It's horrible. It's like I have to catch, it's like, I don't know. We just have to like let it go. Bye, Linda. I'm happy you were here. You have a wonderful evening too, Linda, and I love everything you're making. Keep posting them in our group. Somebody asked me, why would I alter Project Life cards? Well, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I like one-of-a-kind things. Are you guys into that too? More one-of-a-kind? So in the one-of-a-kind thing, you know, you can alter them and make them all kinds of cool stuff. Hedna said she was staining paper for her jug turtle in the kitchen, and her husband says, oh no, you're taking over the kitchen too. Oh my gosh. Everybody's saying they love your stuff, Linda. So you can alter anything, you guys. I like to do it until I like it. And, you know, I'm not telling you guys to do what I do. I'm just telling you what I do. I just share with you my ridiculous process. Pat's laughing at your husband, Edna. I'll tell you guys a funny story. So I hadn't cooked guys, I used to cook every single day. Like, every single day, nonstop. Multiple meals a day. Well, my kids are all old enough, and now I cook like a couple times a week, and I make a lot of food in that period of time, a bunch of different things. Put it in the refrigerator, and everybody can heat up their own, right? Or if it's just me and the little one, if there's something special she wants, I cook for her. But when everybody's home, it's like a lot, you know, and it's like sometimes I felt like a short order cook. Any of you guys have that experience at all? I bet none of you, right? So one day, I guess I hadn't cooked in a while, and my daughter's husband, they were living with us for a little bit, and he can eat. Can I share with you? The man can eat. He can cook too, but he can eat. So one day, he came in, and he was like, oh my gosh, it smells so good. What are you cooking? Are you guys ready? I was baking coffee dyed paper. We have 3 Shelleys. Oh, awesome. Just like we have 3 Carlas. Shelly Carlson, Shelly 2004, and me, Shelly. And we all spell our name the same way. That is so great. I never have that many Shelleys and never ever spelling my name the same way. You're not going to microwave oven dry your papers. I put mine in the oven. Pat saying happy anniversary, Lisa, and she's waving and congrats. Like Sandra said, her son learned to cook because she was baking clay when he was little. Shelly's rule, we do tonight, that's for sure. Yeah, Susan has her name she changed her name to Chuck when there's too many Susans. Pat's not leaving. She's just waving her steroid treatment. We're happy. She's saying goodbye to Lisa. Awesome. How have you been, Lynn? How's your baby, Lynn? You guys, it's just like so funny though. Painty papers and, or as Hottie calls it, my pity pat pat. He was making fun of me. You guys would have laughed so hard. He was on to my pity pat pat the other day. He was like, he was talking about my pity pat pat. He was talking about the faces that I make when I'm doing my pity pat pat. There's only one Mary Kay. That's awesome. Hey, you never know here, Mary Kay. We have 3 or 4 Carlas, which is unusual, and they all spell their name Carla with a K, which is very unusual. Very unusual. So, yeah, Pat's all hooked up. You know, it can make the paper brittle if you cook it too long, but don't cook it too long. You just want to dry it out. I do it because it makes it have a more crunchy sound. So don't cook it very long. I like bulk cooking too, Ann. I do that too. CJ, I told you it's not supposed to be stressful. No stress. We're going to make a bunch of stuff together. Like you could be making these packaging tags with me. You could be painting on them or doing whatever. We're going to do some stuff together. It's not supposed to be stressful. Guys, that's sometimes why I don't do swaps, because it's just too stressful. Not because I don't like them, but because it is stressful. And I don't need any extra stress in my life. How many Elizabeths do we have? I don't know. I like the sound of the crinkly paper too. That's kind of addictive, don't you think? No, you're right. We are individually special, even if we share names. I just get excited when I find somebody else named Shelley and they spell their name like I spell my name. You're not stressed anymore, CJ? Oh, awesome. We know there's not another Noah. You're absolutely right. It's okay, Lisa. Just join. There'll be enough people that'll do international. Don't you even worry. We have like a couple people in South Africa. We have some in Australia. We have some in Canada. You just got a cuddle bug, Sherry. Congratulations. I don't know if we have anyone else in New Zealand, but we may by the time it comes around. So don't you worry, okay? You just sign up and we'll find you a partner, okay? Don't you worry. We'll find you somebody to send to and somebody to send to you. Malia is Mary in Hawaiian. Isn't that beautiful? Malia is the name Mary in Hawaiian. I have a really good friend named Malia, but long before I moved here. Hey, Cheryl. Samantha, you don't have to have Facebook. If you want to join in the swap, just email me. Email me the Crafting Mama's email, and I'll make sure that you get in. Tanya's in New Zealand. Awesome. We have a bunch of people that will send and receive, so don't even worry, okay? And it's also Mary in Irish. Well, it's in Hawaiian too, so there you go. Lucinda said her mom's name is Aloha, and she's from Missouri. Oh, you know, aloha is the universal word for love, deep and true love. It's like love, hello, goodbye. It's like a universal greeting. Like it's supposed to be like I see the God in you, like namaste, like namaste. Aloha is kind of like that, but even in a deeper meaning. You want some Happy Mail pen pals? Well, post it in our group, CJ. Post it in Crafting Mamas. Say, I'd like some Happy Mail pen pals. Is anybody willing to send and receive with me? I bet you'll get a few. She was in her 70s before she visited Hawaii, Lucinda? Oh. You know, also, aloha is a very sacred word. It's a very, you got snow today? Oh, I'm glad I didn't. Hi, Tiff. How are you? Tiff, the swap is over in our group, Crafting Mamas on Facebook, and we're doing a Christmas swap. But we'll be talking about it a little bit every week. The sign up date, I think, is the 20th. You have to sign up by the 20th of November, and you have to mail out by the 15th of December. But it's really just mailing pieces of your stash. CJ Pat said she'll be your pen pal. So there you go. You already got one. Aloha is a beautiful word. It is such a beautiful word. I can see you chatting, Fee. I don't miss snow. Tiff, you know what? You can always ask questions. I know, right? We have 3 Carlas in my group, and they're all with a K. Oh, CJ said she'll personal message you, Pat. She's honored. Hi, Miss Carla Cagefish. Did you guys all go over and check out Carla this week? And don't forget, she's going to be... Kate says she'll be your pen pal too, CJ. So there you go. Carla is going to do her Football Widows on Sunday, so don't miss it. It's 2 o'clock. Are you changing the time, or are you going to keep it 2 o'clock even though Daylight Savings Time changes this week? See, we don't have Daylight Savings Time in Hawaii. So I will always keep it. It will always be 9 o'clock Eastern Time, so no matter whatever time zone that is, okay? So it'll be 9 o'clock Daylight Saving Time or 9 o'clock Eastern, you know, that's when I'll always do my... There's more than one crafty mom. It's called Crafting Mamas. Crafting, C-R-A-F-T-I-N-G, Mamas, M-A-M, I think apostrophe S. If you go to one of the... Susan, can you post a link to our Facebook group in the chat? Kate, she'll post it in the chat, but I'll also make sure it's posted in the... I think it's in all of my videos. If you go to the bar, it's in, you know, the what is it called, you guys, where you write all your stuff? I don't know what it's called. Like the description box. It's in there too. You have a marathon on Sunday? Wow. Yeah, Malia says it's in the video. The link should be in the video at the bottom in the description box. It should say join our Facebook group. Good night, Anne. Big hugs to you. Arizona doesn't have daylight saving time either, Tiffany? Wow, I didn't even know that. So if you guys, yeah, it's a closed Facebook group, but you know what? Just ask to join. And when you ask to join, Susan, myself, or one of the other moderators will approve you. So you can join it. You just ask to join. It comes up and it'll ask you some questions. And you can just say, if it asks you, because we don't want any trolls and we don't want any bots. So it'll say, how did you hear about it? And you just say, you can say YouTube. We pretty much approve you right away, Joyce, so don't worry about it. Hi, Wendy. You're not ever late to the party. How have you been, Wendy? What's going on with you? I saw some of your, I watched one of your videos recently of a journal you made. I thought it was awesome. And if you guys don't know Wendy, go over and check out her channel. It's called Reused Muse, and she does some really cool junk journaling. So Susan just posted the Facebook group in the comments. You're staying home night, Ann. You're staying home. It's too much to move around for the marathon. Yeah, I agree, Cassandra. It does. The marathon is crazy. Of course, I'm going to keep you in my thoughts, Vanna. You're always in my thoughts. Oh, well, I'll send you a big, big, big love. See, we want you to get well soon. What about your kitty shirt, Carla? I missed it all. Yeah, everybody's sending you prayers, Fee. We love you. The Facebook group link is above, so just hit it, and Susan will approve you. Sending you big hugs, Fiona. Big, big, big hugs. Carla's making she's doing a million things. She's trimming images, and she's finishing her journaling by 5s. Okay. So let me tell you my experience of journaling by 5s. Okay, journaling by 5s is done by our very lovely Shannon Green, and I love her. So you pick, you do like, is it 20 pages, Carla, or 30 pages? I can't remember how many pages. And you do them in 15-minute increments, and you do like one of the steps. And she gives you different steps, like backgrounds and just different things, glue and marking and whatever. She has a whole thing on it. And you can do them, and then at the end, it's free play. I get so stressed out in journaling by 5s that I think mine is probably journaling by 30, like instead of 15-minute increments, mine's probably like journaling by 30-minute increments because I'm more concerned. I know it's supposed to be just an art exercise, But I'm working so like I've spent all this time on the pages, and by the time you rush through them, they all stick together, right? So mine's more like journaling by 30 minutes. I mean, it's still journaling by fives, but instead of doing it in 5 15-minute increments, mine's more like 5 30-minute increments. Yeah, 20 pages. I've done it a couple of times, Sherry. It's stressful though, don't you think? So Wendy's working. She just finished her silver and black journal and she's posting it to her channel. You guys go check out her journal. She'll be very inspired. Oh, no, you're supposed to set your timer and then it goes off. Oh, Malia, it's like, I could have done these tags journaling by 5 style. I probably couldn't have done 20 of them in 15 minutes, but I guess I could if I rushed. I don't know. I mean, I understand the process and it's really good for if you overthink things, which I do often. How many of you guys overthink things? Do any of you guys overthink things? Oh, you just joined. Yay, you found it. Good. Wendy's journal's finished. Wendy just finished. She makes beautiful junk journals, and she was just saying she finished her journal, and she's posting it on her channel soon. She's posting it on her channel. You guys, I get so stressed. I stress myself out. It's just ridiculous, right? I don't even need, like, anybody else to do it for me. I do it all for myself. I can stress myself out all my own. I don't need any help. Anybody else like that? You can stress yourself out all on your own. Well, I made a few tags. They're kind of purple and green. I'll work on them some more. Don't worry, Lisa. You won't end up with all purple and green tags. I have a whole selection of them. I'll go dig in the garage and send you some other ones too. Susan wants to make an Edgar Allan Poe journal. I overthink everything, Carrie. It's ridiculous. You know, you just gotta art without even thinking at it. She makes some really beautiful stuff. Tiff, you should definitely subscribe to Wendy's channel. She makes some really cool stuff. You would be fine live streaming. You can't craft by a timer, Mary Kay. You know what? I don't think really any of us can. Well, maybe Shannon can, but you know, Carla can. Obviously, she's journaling by 5. She's doing it. You're collaging by 5s. She's collaging. You're collaging by 5s, right, Carla? Is that what you're doing? I was gonna put some black paint on here, but I don't even know where my black paint is. It's way over there on the other side of the table. I like this one stencil, this burlap stencil I like. But for the most part, I haven't been crazy about these Tim Holtz stencils. Did you see that, Kate? Lindy's a fan of you. Kate the Skate, Lindy's a fan of you. She is a fan of your channel. I like the burlap ones. Some of the other ones I don't know. I just haven't. Maybe I'll like them better once I use them more. Carrie says she's working on a Minnie Mouse journal. You have to get a junk journal done by December 1st, Fiona. Oh, you showed your face on stream and you wore your kitty cat shirt? I'm sorry, Carla. I was there for a little bit, but I couldn't stay a long time. I didn't feel good. I mean, I tried to chat. I was lurking. I have not been feeling great. I'm going to have to go back and you're buffering and falling behind. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go back and look at your kitty cat shirt. Shazzy says she's in the Junk Journal Down Under group. She just doesn't chat much. I can't wait to... Congratulations, Carla, for selling all of your junk journals. That's so awesome. I'm so happy for you. They came out really good. I really loved them. They came out awesome. They came out really good. You did it. I was there for you to do a little bit of your of your journaling by fives, but I just haven't. I have been having this horrible cough, so. Everybody liked seeing your face, Miss Caged Fish. They said that was fun. I think it's better not to see somebody's face because I like imagining what they look like. Isn't that terrible what I do? Good night, Jillian. Your snowman journals were so good, Miss Frizzell. We loved them. You're looking for old black and white photos of what for your junk journal, Sherry? Your face looks scary, Malia. Oh, if you guys saw me now, I probably had paint on my face. You're working on mini snowman books? That's awesome. You made it to a live chat. Welcome, Red. You showed your face at the beginning. Mine has paint on it by now, I'm sure. Oh, Samantha, I used to say D-stash, and every time they would change the word D-stash to deaths. This one lady, I told you guys that story. This lady got so insulted, she thought I was like sending her death wishes, I think. Because I told her I would share my D-stash with her. Night, Jillian. You imagine me with wavy brown hair down to my shoulders and blue eyes. Okay, I have green eyes. I had very long hair. I cut it all off myself. Okay, now I have probably shoulder length hair, and my hair, you guys, my hair is a ridiculous mess. My hair is a mess. It's not, it is kind of wavy now. I didn't grow up with wavy hair. I have sort of, you guys, I don't even want to talk to you about my hair. When you guys see me, you'll go, okay. I love hanging out with you girls too. So my hair turned gray when I was 15 years old. My hair is sort of blondie brown. Okay, so you couldn't really tell. I'm not going to show you today, trust me. I look like hell. I feel like hell. But one day I will. I'll happily show you. Susan said when she saw me, I looked like I used to make a lot of jewelry, Wendy. I do have some cool jewelry. I'll have to show it to you, but I don't have, like, you guys, I used to make some amazing jewelry. I don't have that anymore. Now I make jewelry out of, like, tin cans, and I do make some sea glass jewelry. No, I cut all my hair off on my own. So my hair went gray when I turned 15. Didn't I tell you guys my crazy gray hair story? I think I tell you guys everything. So my hair turned gray when I was about 15. Like, you could really see noticeably gray. So when I turned like 35, I stopped. You know, my mother used to be on me to dye my hair. I mean, it wasn't totally gray, but, you know, I had some gray hair growing up my whole life. But it was blonde, so you can't really see it. But then, you know, as you get older, your hair goes gray. I mean, your hair goes darker. You have no gray, Cassandra? Well, good for you. So when I was about 30, 35, I just let my hair go gray. Well, that made my mother just like, she was so upset. You know, like silver, you know? And so she got super upset. So I had my daughter, and then I would dye it sometimes, and I didn't. And then I shaved my head, and then I had very long hair. And anyway, You get hair and me are just like a whole thing. And so I had my youngest daughter when my daughter that's 11, I had her when I was in my 40s. She was my last. Oh, you're so sweet. So I was 43 when I had her. So I'll be 54 this year. So when I had her, my mother came to visit me. And my mom was living in California at the time. And she came to visit me. And it was an amazing time, actually. My mom came to visit me. I'll never forget it. And it was around this time. Oh my gosh, it was exactly around this time. And so this would be like 11 years ago. And she came to visit me, and my daughter was like 4 months old at the time. And she made me do all my Christmas shopping, and she made me do all of my everything. And I never forget this. It's amazing that we're even talking about it. It's kind of funny how things work out like that. So she made me do all my Christmas shopping, and also we had a wonderful time. She stayed with me almost a month. She stayed with me till after. Maybe she did stay a month. Anyway. So she stayed for Thanksgiving, and we did all this Christmas shopping, and I wrapped all my presents and did everything, which I'd never. Guys, I'm not a procrastinator, but I certainly wouldn't have done it that early. Anyway, right after Thanksgiving, my mother went back to California. And within days of her going back to California, I got a phone call from my sister. And when my mother was visiting me, she had a really bad cold. She had a really, really, really bad cold. And I'm actually liking that one. That one came from a Lush catalog. It's bath bombs. It looks like pills, but it's bath bombs. I actually like this one. Anyway, she had a really bad cold when she was visiting me, and I tried to take her to the doctor. She didn't want to go. She was like, why? I have my doctor's appointment when I get back. She suffered from really bad rheumatoid arthritis, and she was on these experimental arthritis drugs. Anyway, and one of the side effects was an upper respiratory thing. So she barely leaves my house, and maybe 3 or 4 days after she leaves my house, my sister calls me, and they put her in the hospital, and they found out that she had a very rare form of environmental lung cancer. So I fly, and they had rushed her into emergency surgery, and my sister said, they have her on a ventilator, and you got to get here. So, here I have this newborn, basically, and I'm flying. But I had already done all my Christmas shopping, and you realize I have all my other kids, so like I had, set my Christmas tree out as if. Anyway, it was like the week before Christmas, or I don't know, it was close to it. So I had everything ready for my now ex-husband to put it out for Christmas. To make a very long story short, I get there, and my mother has, she's, in a ICU room, and they had done some sort of emergency sort of surgery on her to unblock her airways. And I have my newborn daughter in a snuggly. And my mom has a mask on. They've taken the intubation out of her mouth, and she had, the tube out of her mouth, but she has a mask on. And she's I'd flown all night from New York to California just to get there to see her. And I asked my mom, is there anything I can do for you? Is there anything I can do for you? And I lean in, hi, Michelle. And I lean in, and my mother says, she takes the mask off of her face, and she goes, dye your effing hair. And she puts a mask back on her face. You guys, that is how my mother rolls on her deathbed. Dye your effing hair. And you guys, the doctor was in there. He burst into laughter. He thought it was so hilarious. Everyone started laughing. And so, needless to say, my mom, she has been a great inspiration. So, my mom, my mom, she has been a great inspiration. So, my mom, 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 my mom I know, dye my. Can you imagine on your deathbed, Mom? Like, is there anything I can get for you? I'm all emotional. Dye your effing hair. It was so ridiculous. My sister had a big mouthful of coffee, spit it everywhere. We were just like, we were 2, 3. We were like to my mom, "Are you crazy?" Yeah, dye your effing hair. So I ebb and flow. Sometimes I dye my effing hair, and other times I don't. Oh my gosh, we got more trolls, Susan. Oh my gosh. You weren't, when you shaved your head, you had to dye, you had to wear a scarf. Michelle, we're happy to see you. How are you? We're so happy. Virginia, it's my life. It is so my life. You have no idea how ridiculous my life is. Popo working overtime. Oh, thank you, Susan. I appreciate it more than you know. You've been doing henna with your hair? I know Susan equals a troll buster. We had a really horrible one a couple weeks ago, Michelle. It was like, it was mortifying. Thanks, Diana. We're happy you joined the group. If you guys are, I know, Sheriff Susan. That's right, Liz. If you guys are into shabby chic junk journals, head over to Michelle's channel, Michelle Scott on YouTube. You'll love her journals. She's got some beautiful shabby chic journals, and she's making some amazing things. Joyce, can you imagine? Bye, Carrie. So I didn't get away with it my whole life. You heard about our ridiculous, if we had a horrible one, he kept reinventing himself and coming back. I'm like thinking, what's the thrill of being not nice to ladies? Hi, Nana. Oh, you're never late. We're happy you're here. Hi, Chris. So for those of you that just joined us, we are making, I have been making some altered Project Life cards. They're drying here, and I've been making some packaging tags. You know, these are my Pop-Tart box or whatever kind of tags, and you guys know me. I gotta make it from junk. I can't do anything. And we did our 3,000 subby drawing, and the prize went to Lisa, but thanks for everybody for entering. And I'm gonna do this is the envelope that I made for it, but I haven't finished. You guys, I've been sick all week. I haven't finished the stuff that goes in it. You guys head on over to It's Nana's Place. She has some great videos. You guys head on over there. You're going to love her. She's into recycling as much as I am. She's the one I told you guys whenever we were doing jelly printing way, way, way back when. She has a video called Unjelly Printing, and it's excellent. Go over and check her out. So this is my Oprah Winfrey magazine envelope that I made for the giveaway, but I'm going to show everybody. I'll show it to you guys on Tuesday because I'll fill it up, and it's got some stuff in it, but I'll have it filled up. Nana, that's how we roll here. We want to support each other, but you guys should go over and sub to her channel. She's got some cool stuff. I watched the one that you made recently where you made your journals from your acrylic pours. I loved them. And now I'm kind of into the junk mail envelope, Nana. I can't help it. It's just can't help it. It's just how I am. It's like one of those things where, well, the whole thing started this time because of my daughter. If you've ever been around, I have one daughter that thinks throwing away my junk mail or my magazine covers is good. Hey, Kathy. Definitely go over and subby to her channel. Look, Susan put it in there. It's Nana's Place. Go and sub. Hey, Susan, will you put Michelle's in there too? Will you come back and put Michelle's channel in there too? So you guys want to learn how to do some shabby chic, head on over to see Michelle. If you want a ride on the eclectic sisterhood train like myself, head on over to Nana's Place because she's doing some cool stuff, and it will definitely, definitely inspire you to make some recycled goodness. Some recycled goodness. I don't even know how I found you, Nana, but I've been a subby of yours for a while. So I love, and I try to, and I don't get to watch all the time, but I watched the one where you did the acrylic pour journals. I thought they were brilliant. I've seen your tomes, Michelle. They're awesome. You're doing a great job. Popo got one hand. You're so ridiculous. You're so funny. Oh, you're going to have some good videos too, Amberly? Awesome. Girl, you just moved. You just need to enjoy the ride of your move. You need to enjoy the ride of your move. So, if you join us on Tuesday, I'll give you guys the complete flip through of the journal. But of the prize pack. This is my crazy tiny jelly plate that I'm in love with. But yeah, I've been making some. What else did we make? We didn't make a lot today. We just made a bunch of tags and some altered project life cards because I don't know, you guys. Sometimes I get things and I gotta do something to them. I can't just keep them the way they are. Michelle Pat says, hello, ladies. Noah's typing for Pat. So if you guys haven't gone over to Michelle's channel, it's one of my favorite things. I think one time I asked her to say hello, ladies, like 20 times. She said it a bunch. No, Nana did some acrylic pours, which are, like where you pour your acrylic. Go over and watch her channel, and you'll see it. She did some acrylic pours, and then she made some journaling covers or journals, junk journals out of the covers. She cut the covers, the artwork up and made junk journal covers out of them, and they're gorgeous. Gorgeous. Hi, Patricia. You can lurk as long as you want. Patricia, you know what? My mom passed from lung cancer too, and you know what? It was environmental lung cancer because they, and we all got checked for markers and none of us had it. So they said she must have been exposed to something when she was young. So I totally know. I miss my mom every day. She's been gone 11 years, and I miss her every single day. In fact, I kind of talk to her all the time. Yeah, CJ says no. Give Pat a hug for us. Hi, Lisa. How are you? So this is what we made today. We did some project life cards. We did some my version of packaging tags made from I make most of mine from food packaging. I like recycling like that. Patricia, I'm sending you a big hug. I know it's hard. It's like not good. I think anytime you lose your parents, it's not good, but I think cancer is particularly brutal. It's particularly brutal. And for those of you that haven't joined our Facebook group, go on over and join it. It's called Crafting Mamas on Facebook. Aw, Pat, you're smiling. We love you, Pat. We love you, Pat. Oh, Shelly C., thanks for stopping by. Join our Facebook group. And you can post your art. We welcome all kinds of art. Awesome, Edna. You're going to enjoy it. Your dad had it too, Cassandra. It's hard, Shelly C., they're asking you where you are in Minnesota. She says that Pat is in St. Cloud. Your babies are cute. We all love you, Pat. Yes, yeah, we do have one rule: no pocket art. Oh, Michelle, I've been thinking about you. How are you, honey? How's your baby? I know he's not a baby, but he's your baby. Oh, good night, Mary Kay. For those of you that are leaving and would still like to get a little of the energy work, all you have to do is say yes, and you'll receive it whenever we end up doing it. Okay? We love you, Mary Kay. See you on Tuesday. And by Tuesday, I'll have felt good enough to have put a bunch of stuff on in Lisa's prize. He's good. He's wrestling, Michelle. Oh, that's awesome. Kimberly says tonight's fun at her house was temporary metallic tattoos. Oh, that's awesome. You have a 93-year-old mom? Oh my gosh, Cassandra, I'd love to have my mom around. I used the crayons on some of the cards. Let me see, which ones did I use it on? I used it on some of the tags. I got 2 kinds of crayons. How many of you guys have these crayons? These are done by Creativity. This is the package of these. Okay, they are done by Creativity for Kids. And if you look, they're not as pricey. They're like gelatos, not as pricey as gelatos. And they work really good. Patricia sent me these, and I love them. I've used them on a bunch of stuff. I've used them on my journaling page. But what's kind of cool about them is, like, look, let me see. You can see they're just like, they look just like gelatos. Can you see them? And they do some good marking. And then wait, they end up working out good. You got these crayons? I thought you got the other ones. I got the other ones too. I'll show you the other ones in just a second. What's cool about them though is that they because my water is so dirty here because of the I'm painting and sticking my brush in them. So you do need to, they do water activate. I have a feeling that they'll keep water activating, so you have to, like, if you're going to seal them, you probably would want to spray seal them. Probably wouldn't want to do them with Mod Podge or glue or whatever, because otherwise, but you see they work out pretty good. You have a great weekend too, Malia. Sending you hugs. And then I have these, that I like these. I think these are the ones Susan got. And these are also, these are by Uli, but these have shimmer to them, and these work pretty good too. I kind of love these too. But they have some shimmer. The other ones don't have shimmer. So if you're a non-shimmery person, if you like shimmer, then you might like them. You don't smell it? Oh, that's so awesome. Elizabeth says she uses Slick Sticks by Crayola. So there you go. There's a bunch of different brands. A bunch of different brands. Here, I'll mark with these and then I'll paint over them and then you can see how. Can you see the shimmer in them already? I don't know how well you can see it. But what's cool about them, I think these are the ones you have, Carla, right? What's cool about them is they spread out just like a watercolor, but these have shimmer. So can you see the shimmer in the bottom of the tag? I don't know if you can see it. These are the caged fish recommendation. What are the shimmery ones called? They're called Sparkle Watercolor Gel Crayons by Uli. And I don't know, how much are they? Somebody sent these to me, so I can't tell you. How much are they? Does anyone know? The lid's not so hard to get off. They're fairly easy to get off. And then Carla's saying there's also some by Recollections called Shimmer Sticks. All I say to you guys is these are the same. These are $6 on Amazon. Is that what they are? Susan says they're $6 on Amazon. So there you go. I don't know. So there you go. I know that these, the ones that I showed you that aren't shimmery, the ones that came by, the ones that came in this for creativity for kids, they have these at, I think she told me she got them at Hobby Lobby and they were really inexpensive. Cassandra says they are not $6. It must be something else. They're $11 on Amazon. The sparkle ones are cool. If you find these work just as good. If you find these at rainbow gel sticks at Hobby Lobby. I guess and they come with a paintbrush. They're really inexpensive. So anyway. Well, my lovelies, I love you girls. I am going to say adieu. I will do a few minutes of energy work for anyone that would like to stay. If it's your first time here and you've never had any energy work, I do energy realignment. That is what I do. That is my vocation. I am a intuitive and a medium, obviously a junk artist, but I do energy work. And you're welcome to join and offer it freely to you, those of you that are here. And all it does is if you feel like there's something you would want in your life, like maybe you need a little bit more peace, more calm, maybe you need some more opportunity, more anything that you'd like to let go of in your life. The full moon, which is today, is a good day to do that. And anything you'd like to receive more of. So maybe you want to let go of impatience, or you want to let go of frustration, or you want to let go of struggle. You can do that. Love you, Lynn. And then when you breathe in, you are going to receive what you need. And it can be whatever you need. And everybody receives the same thing, but because we're all just a little different, you may feel it differently. And there's no right or wrong. Hi, Sean. How are you? How are you? We're happy you're here. Everybody's saying hey to you, Sean. So it's just something, it's just like my gift to you. So there's no right or wrong. There's what you receive whatever you need. Everybody gets the same thing, but you receive what you need best for you. All you have to do to participate is say yes to yourself. Anything that I do only works with conscious consent, which means that if you say no, you don't receive the energy work, and if you say yes, you do. Everybody's saying hello, Sean. And Sean, I went and I looked up ASMR, and you were right. It's Friday, you're good, and you're right. You know, it's funny, before we start our energy work part, one of the ladies that used to come all the time, and I don't know if she's around anymore, she used to say she would put on my stream so she'd fall asleep. Isn't that funny? She said that whatever I did made her fall, like it relaxed her to fall asleep. So I appreciate you mentioning it. Night, Samantha. It helps you sleep well. You'll watch that part later. Okay, Samantha. You know what it is? It's opening up. You know, we all are connected. We're interconnected here. That's why we can see and feel and know each other. But we're connected on a larger scale, and we're connected to where we live, right? In this beautiful planet called Earth. And the energy is that connection as well. So all you have to do to participate is inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Give me 1 second. I have kids yelling at me. Hey, sweetheart. The kids are screaming. Yes, I heard you. Just give me a minute. Give me 1 second and we'll start our energy work. Just get yourself comfortable and we'll start it. Chat amongst yourself for 2 seconds. I'll be right back. See, this is the real live. Sage, where are you? Your friends are yelling for you. I'm on my live stream. If you want to go outside and play, but you can't play for very long. Oh, her friends are yelling. I'm still on my live stream. Her friends are yelling for her. I'm sorry, you guys. That's the live stream that's the live in the live stream. And when you have children and animals and neighbors and kids, it's what happens. Okay, I know. It's my precious little one. Yes. And that's exactly what it is. Hang on 1 more second. Can you do me a favor? Hello? The dog is going to start barking too. I'm sorry, you guys. I usually don't have a full house, but I do today. I need you to keep the dog in here. You guys, isn't that funny? It's ridiculous. Night, Brenda. And for those of you that want to receive the energy work and can't stay, all you do is say yes. And those that don't, you just say no. It never comes to you if you don't want the energy work. What people have experienced, it may be different for each and every one of you. Some people experience more calm, some more peace, some experience more creativity, more love, more gentleness, more insight, more kindness with themselves, definitely relaxation. There's no right or wrong, okay? So, my house is such a house full of noise, Nanny, you have no idea. Usually it's a dog and a cat and the neighbors and a child and multiple children and laughter and who knows. I have like a menagerie of activity. I wouldn't want it any other way. So all you need to do is just breathe in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Bet, we love you. We love, love, love you, Bet. And lizards. We do have lots of lizards. Oh, yes, we do. Night, Renee. See you again. You have a great crafty weekend. Okay, here we go. Image yourself. See yourself in a big column of light. Allow this light to surround your body. Allow it to surround your body and grow. 1 foot beyond your body, 2 feet beyond your body, 3 feet beyond your body, 4 feet beyond your body. Allow it to grow 6 feet beyond your body in all directions. Inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Allow your column of light to reach deep, deep, deep into the earth. And when your column of light is gone as far as you can easily, effortlessly, and enjoyably imagine, allow your column of light to grow deep tree roots like big oak trees. Allow your tree roots to go deep into the earth. Let's call in our connection to our beautiful Mother Earth, our beautiful Gaia. I image her energy like molten gold, but you can see, feel, think, or know this energy any way that works for you. Inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth and feel this beautiful gold earth energy rising through your roots and filling your column of light. Ready? Breathe it in. And breathe it in. And breathe it in. Feel this beautiful gold earth energy rising through your feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs, hips. Feel it pooling at the base of your spine. Ready? Breathe it in. Feel it rising up to your lower abdomen. Feel it rising up to your navel center. Filling your heart. Filling your throat. Feel it filling your shoulders, running down your arms and out your hands. Feel this beautiful earth energy. Feel it filling your face. Feel it fountaining out the top of your head. Feel your connection to the earth. Now give yourself permission to focus on the highest point of cosmic, heavenly, creation, angelic energy that you can easily, effortlessly, and enjoyably imagine. This energy, I envision it like diamonds, like silvery diamond light, but you can see, feel, think, or just know this light any way that works for you. Feel this light pouring in through the top of your head and mixing with your earth energy and filling your column in all directions. Breathe it in. Feel it filling your head. Feel it filling your forehead. Feel it filling your face, your throat, your shoulders, down your spine. Breathe it in. Feel it filling your heart. Feel it filling your solar plexus, your navel area. Feel it filling your lower abdomen. Feel it pouring down the base of your spine. And feel it traveling all the way through your hips, thighs, knees, calves, and ankles. And feel it pouring out through your beautiful tree roots deep into the earth. Ready? Breathe it in. Breathe it in. And breathe it in. Now I want you to focus on your heart. I want you to give your heart a window. It can be any type of window as long as it opens. I want you to open this window. And on the inhale, I want you to breathe in anything that you need. And on the exhale, I want you to see leaving your window, this window in your heart, like smoke, anything that doesn't work for you. There's no right or wrong. Allow it to be whatever it is. Ready? Open your window. Breathe in what you need. And let out anything that no longer works for you. Receive what you need. And release whatever doesn't work for you. Let all the smoke go. Receive what you need. And let go of whatever doesn't work for you. Receive in love. And release in love. Receive anything you need. Maybe it's more financial support. Maybe it's just more calm and more peace. Maybe it's more friendship. Maybe it's just a kinder, more gentler way you feel about yourself. Receive this in, breathe it in, and let go of anything that doesn't work for you. One more time, receive what you need and release whatever's not working. Now, this is the time where I invite you to include anyone or anything in your life that you feel could use as a boost. Maybe it's your pets, maybe it's your spouse, maybe it's the energy at work, maybe it's someone you know that's suffering from something that you feel is beyond your control and their control. You can include anyone that you would like to include to receive what they need. You can include your home, your car, your job, anything. Now let's breathe in and receive what we need and what we'd like. And on the exhale, let's send it out to everyone here in our group and all those you've included. Ready? Receive in love and send it out to everyone in love. Receive in love and give in love. Receive in love and give in love. Maybe you'd like to include all those that have suffered from the natural disasters in California, Puerto Rico, Cuba, Texas, Florida, all those that have been experiencing violence or anything that's just not, that doesn't feel right and purposeful, that doesn't feel good. Maybe it's all of the things people are experiencing in New York, or tragedy, or anything. So I want you to receive and love everything that you need on the inhale, and on the exhale, I want you to send it out to any areas on the earth, friends, family, anything. Ready? Receive in love and give in love. Receive in love and give in love. Receive in love and give in love. Especially on this full moon, make sure your window is open in your heart. One more time, receive what you need, breathe it in, and send out anything else. Tell me what you feel, see, think, or know. And there's no right or wrong. Hi, Patricia, you're not late. You're never late. Happy you're here. Tell me what you feel, see, think, or know. Good night, CJ. You can share one word. Maybe you feel lighter. Maybe you feel more calm. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're feeling more turmoil. Whatever you're feeling, please share it. You're feeling relaxed, definitely good. Anybody else want to share? Yeah, so she has a great feeling of love and peace being sent everywhere. Oh, I agree. Nana says she feels energized and positive. Liz says she feels centered. Awesome. Know that this energy work stays. It's always there. So you can come back, and it looks like it's at like the 2-minute, 36-minute thing. So it's probably maybe 2 minutes and 25, 2 hours and 25 minutes. It's probably there. You feel the same? You're not ready to give anything up? You know what, Virginia? Don't judge it. Just open the window and allow it to go. And you don't have to give up anything. You can keep it all and you can receive what you need. Most of us have things that we want to let go of, like maybe it's self-judgment, or maybe it's, maybe it depends upon, if you know what you want, sometimes you know what you don't want. So maybe some of us want more freedom in our lives. So then maybe what we'll do is we'll give up whatever sort of control that or judgment, or most of us have an inner critic. If you don't, that's awesome. And you don't have to give away anything. You receive what you need, whether you let go of anything or not. Sean's right. Just the air from that opening in the window is all you need. Sean, exactly right. Sean is exactly right. Elizabeth says she feels peaceful. Virginia, there's no right or wrong. So somebody messaged me last week and she said, so when you're doing this, what are you doing? Well, I can only explain to you because it's just been how I've been my whole life. But what I see is, I love you, Fiona, and I'm glad you're here. What I see when I work on myself, and I work on myself when I'm working on you too. So, we're all one, really. I just see whatever, like I see beautiful gold light entering into my body, entering into all of your bodies. And I see sort of like, have you ever seen like a notched thing that goes over and over and over and over and over? I see it just coming straight back up, like all of the kinks in something are all just coming back and uncoiling and coming back into alignment with yourself. Because really the energy you're feeling is yourself. It's your higher self, and it's yourself putting yourself exactly where you know you want to be. Does that make sense? There's a bigger part of us that doesn't have these tiny thoughts that we have, like doesn't have the critical thoughts, that knows everything's going to be okay. Well, I'm glad, Fiona, just let it out. Open your window and just let it go, you know? So there's a higher part of ourselves that knows everything's perfect and in divine order. And then there's another part of us that constantly criticizes. I should be thinner, I should be richer, I should be fatter. You know, I should be this, I should be that, right? That's awesome, Virginia. Virginia uses EFT, that's great. This isn't EFT. All this is the energy part. It's the, I don't know how to explain it to you. Good night, Nana. Everybody go over and subby to her channel. You'll love it. So, oh, Edna, that's beautiful. Edna says that there's a yellow bubble around her, and as she breathes deeper and deeper, it's getting bigger. That's awesome. So maybe you don't have anything to let go of, Virginia. That's awesome. You only get what you need. And I don't know what that is. Only your higher self knows what that is. Maybe you don't need anything. Maybe it's not a need. Maybe it's just a point to participate and give. Yeah, there's no right or wrong. You get more relaxed and relaxed. That's awesome. Virginia, that's brilliant that you do EFT. I love EFT. Fiona, just let go whatever it is. You know, you're going through a lot, especially with your health things and taking care of your mom and all the things you've been through recently. Just let it go. Just, you know, there's no right or wrong. Just let it go. Okay, one more time. Everybody receive in love. Whatever it is, receive in love. And then give in love. And receive in love. And give in love. And receive in love. And give in love. And this says, does the color have anything to do with it? You know, and now all of us have, you could see all kinds of different things, you know. I think it's beautiful that you are seeing this beautiful gold bubble around yourself. Everybody's color is significant to them, you know. So you can ask your higher self and say, what does this color yellow mean for me? Whatever comes. Whatever comes. There's no right or wrong. Does anybody have anything else they want to share before we say goodnight? And I'll see you guys on Tuesday to craft and chat again. Night, Carla. Have a great weekend. If anybody else has anything they want to share, just let me know. Love you, Fee. Big hugs, Carla. Congratulations on selling your journals. Thanks for being here, Virginia, and thanks for sharing your light. Thanks for holding the space for all of us. Love you, Edna. I'm sending your family lots of love, too. Thanks for being here. Each and every one of you are so important. Important in every way. You're welcome, Carla. I'm so happy that you sold your journals. So happy. Big hugs to you guys all. So don't forget, Caged Fish has her Sunday Football Widows at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. And where they're going to work, I think she works on a collage book. I feel very blessed today too, Carla. I really do. Love you, Fee. Love you, Joyce. Thanks, Virginia. Good night, Elizabeth. I'm so glad you feel better. Feel peaceful. Awesome. Good night. Good night, Diana. See you Tuesday. Good night. And if you want to come back and listen to the end part again, the energy stays there, and you can use it for however you need, only positive things. You can use it to let go, or you can just use it to receive peace, love, and light. Congratulations, Amberly. I'm so happy for you. Good night, everybody. Good night, ladies. Give back my love. Sweet dreams. Aloha.